from the Pitbull Federation of South Africa. Lehanda, thank you so much for your time and for joining us. This is quite concerning, and we are seeing a lot of these incidences where dogs are attacking people and people are losing their lives. And just given this recent incident involving these pit bulls, and talk to us about the breed's reputation for strength and loyalty, but how does the Federation also just address concerns about breed-specific risks versus responsible ownership?
Katlego, thank you very much. Yes, the Pitbull Federation of South Africa, we are very saddened about hearing about another dog attack. And we want to send our condolences to the family, as well as the community that was involved in this incident. The Federation wants to stress that people that own Pitbull or Pitbull type dogs must realize that you as owner are responsible. You are responsible for your dog's behavior, what it does, and you are also accountable. It is very alarming that in this specific incident that we are talking about now, there have been previous reports of the dogs attacking people. The owners were supposed to act on those warning signals before it turned into tragic. And that is what we would like to stress. Education. You as dog owner, whether you own a Pitbull type dog, whether you own any type of dog, the South African law states very clearly that you as owner are responsible for your dog. Yes, the enforcement of law is not always what we would like it to be. And therefore, we stress with law enforcement to also step up to this scenarios, because the accountability comes in with when there was an incident that the people should be held accountable. You should keep your dog in such a way that it does not pose a threat to immediate family members or your community around you. I'm not fully aware of the instances of where and how these dogs were kept. I hear of tenants on the property. Those dogs should not be allowed to move around freely where there is strangers coming in and out of the property. The public needs to realize that the American Pitbull Terrier, the breed, is not a guard dog. It's not a protection dog. And you should never teach that dog to be aggressive towards other humans. It is not a breed trade. You should not teach your dog to be human aggressive. An American Pitbull Terrier is a human-friendly dog. He's got a high drive, he's energetic, he's very loyal, but it is not supposed to be taught and kept as a guard dog or a protection dog.
And do you think this is what contributes to many of these attacks, that such breeds would then be trained differently outside of their natural habitat?
Katlego, most definitely. People don't realize these, like I said, these are powerful, energetic dogs. If you teach it to be aggressive, you will not be able to contain that aggression as a normal pet handler. And that is where the trouble comes in. The normal public that keeps the pit bull as a pet wants it to be a guard dog or a protection dog, because everybody around them is afraid of the pit bulls. But you cannot teach that dog to be aggressive, because you will not be able to manage that dog responsibly afterwards.
Right. Some regions have breed-specific legislation that's banning or restricting pit bulls. What's your stance on such laws, and how does responsible ownership factor into that debate?
The Pitbull Federation of South Africa has said from the beginning, banning a specific breed of dog is not going to solve the problem. One has to look at the behavior of the dog, the specific individual dog. Because once you say that all pit bulls are aggressive, or all pit bulls cannot be kept in a family setup, then you are blaming. It's like saying that all people are bad. You cannot do that. It's an individual behavior. And that's why the Pitbull Federation do not agree with a breed ban. It's not going to solve the problem. It's just going to shift it from one breed to the next. There's one thing I should mention when we talk about breed bans. The general public talk about the Pitbull type or the Pitbull dog, and they use it loosely as an umbrella term. So we think that every dog that is muscular, it's got a big blocky head, and that looks powerful. They think all short-coated blocky dogs are pit bulls. And that is mislabeling a lot of dog breeds out there. So we must start identifying the dogs. We at the Pitbull Federation of South Africa, we breed with purebred American Pit Bull Terriers. That's an APBT. But a lot of the public out there has got mixed breeds, the dogs that look similar to the Pit Bull, American Pit Bull Terrier. So they throw it under the blanket of a Pit Bull. So if you start talking about breed bans and you say you want to ban the Pit Bull, then you must ban the American Pit Bull Terrier, the Amstaff, the Bully, the Mastiffs, all the dogs that look similar to the Pit Bull.
Right.
And then you start, then it's not a breed ban anymore. Then you're erasing 5, 6, 7, 8 types of dogs because everybody thinks that they are pit bulls.
Well, certainly a lot of interventions need to take place in order for us to ensure that we're keeping communities safe while we're also protecting the species. Thank you so much, Lehanda Rheeder, for joining us this morning. That was Lehanda from the Pitbull Federation of South Africa speaking to us there on the back of the mauling of a person in Vryburg just earlier this